Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my top 15 standouts for Supra Model of the Year for Miss Supranational 2024. Welcome! So Supra Model of the Year for Miss Supranational 2024 happened last night, and we have witnessed these amazing ladies finally on the runway with those amazing creations. And if you're watching this, it only means that I've already uploaded my top favorites for Mr. Supranational. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out after this. So this time I will be picking my top 15. So how did I make my top 15? Last night, as all the candidates performed, I have listed down my top 5 favorites per region. After listing down and finalizing my top 25, I have ranked all of them to finally have my top 15, and then waited for the result and checked how many I've got, how many I didn't get, and who shocked me as well. So here are my final list, top 15. Starting with my number 15, Aruba. Rashida Schmid. Aruba is actually the region where I got both top 2 right, and I'm so happy. The only region actually, because the rest messed up. And I have Aruba as my second choice for the Caribbean. She has been growing on me lately, and I am impressed at how she looked last night. Solid presentation, clean styling, and she looks stunning. However, I think she looked and performed better at the top 2 showdown, which gives her an edge against Puerto Rico and made her win as well. So well-deserved win for Aruba. Number 14, the Czech Republic. Justyna Zedníková. Czech Republic was my number 4 from the European region. I think she looked absolutely stunning. I love the beautiful printed top, and the bottom may look like an unconventional choice, but for some reason it worked perfectly. I also love Czech Republic's walk and presentation. She was very confident, which is, to be honest, quite expected from her already as a front runner. Number 13, Denmark. Victoria Larsen. Denmark was my 3rd choice from Europe. What Denmark wore was top-notch, and who would have thought that this is her first time joining a pageant, international pageant. I mean, her walk was so good, she looked incredibly stunning, and she truly was one of the standouts from her region. I mean, the moment she came out, wow, I wasn't expecting the outfit. It was so beautiful, and she herself looked even more beautiful, and I love her walk too. Number 12, the Philippines. Alethea Ambrosio. Philippines was 5th on my list for Asia and Oceania. I have read some comments, and others didn't like what she wore, but personally I think it was beautiful. I love 2 contrasting elements, the plain and flowy pink fabric along with the green fabric designed to have that earthy appeal with additional gems. I think those crystals look absolutely stunning. Also, props to Alethea. I love how she looked. I love the straight hair. It was actually a very clean and well-polished look, and her walk was so good. Number 11, South Africa. Briony Govender. South Africa was my 2nd choice from Africa, and I think what she wore was one of the best from her region. Actually, based on the African region alone, what South Africa wore was my favorite from the African group. And of course, they once again delivered with a black and white masterpiece. That was an amazing piece of clothing. She was glowing on stage, and although I would have loved to see a bit more flair and intensity in her presentation, I still think that she did quite well. And to be honest, I was quite shocked that she did not make the first 2 cut. Number 10, Australia. Janaea Reimers. I think Australia did extremely well. She is number 4 in my list for Asia and Oceania. She was my number 4 from the list, as what I have said, and she looked so well polished. I also love her sparkly dark pink jumpsuit. She nailed it in terms of walk, and I love her facial expressions and gestures when she was at the end of the runway. Number 9, Iceland. Helena O'Connor. Iceland was my second choice from Europe, so she was part of my personal top 2 to enter. I love how she is serving that dark and mysterious vibe, yet her face is one of the most stunning faces that night. I also love what she wore. The overall black outfit made of lace was stunning. And from afar, she was kind of giving Catwoman vibes in a very good way, and she was just spectacular. Number 8, Brazil. Isadora Murta. Brazil was also my second choice from the Americas and was also the biggest surprise as well why she wasn't chosen. I love the top part of the outfit for its unique look. It looked elegant and it was serving high fashion. And at the same time, she just nailed it. She was in character with that outfit. I also love her facial expressions, especially when she was opening her mouth mid-performance and still looking gorgeous. Number 7, Côte d'Ivoire. Marie-Louise Maitre. Côte d'Ivoire was my top choice from the African region. From the moment she came out, I already knew that she is going to be the top contender from the Africa. I really love what she wore, especially that skirt. Her walk was one of the strongest from her region, and I love her face the whole time because although she was serving her fierce top model look, her beauty still stands out. Number 6, Myanmar. Mio Sunderwin. Myanmar was my third choice from Asia and Oceania. So imagine how happy I was when there was a three-way for the Asian Oceania region and Myanmar was called for the third spot. I mean, she truly deserved it. I haven't read the inspiration of this outfit, but with artistry and creativity that was showcased, I'm just convinced already. I am sure there's a great inspiration behind it too. Also, Myanmar was superb on the runway, and this is where she's good at, and she nailed it. Number 5, Puerto Rico. Fiorella Medina. Puerto Rico was phenomenal. She was my winner right away. She was an immediate winner for me from the Caribbean region. Just on the intro alone, she was already serving attitude, personality, and I love how daring and stunning she looked. I was also loving her walk, and she was just comfortable as she looked effortless doing her performance. Number 4, India. Sanal Kokreja. India was my second choice from Asia and Oceania, and another shocking moment that night when India did not make the cut. I was actually quite confident. To be honest, I was very, very confident that it is India and Thailand. So imagine the shock on my face last night when India wasn't called, and because India to me looked outstanding in her purple outfit, and I love the cape as well because as she walked with it in the runway, it was flowing, it was waving, and it is creating that beautiful effect and illusion. It was like she's flaming in purple, and that was so beautiful to watch. I also love her energy and fierceness during the entire presentation. If I could think of one reason why she did not make it, just to convince myself, I think the reason that I would think of is that her performance was too fast. Other than that, I think she did extremely well. Number 3, Mexico. Andrea Saenz. Mexico was such an impressive surprise. She was my top choice from the Americas because she just radiates differently on that stage. I love the nude champagne or dress that she wore. She was serving glamazon vibes, and I am loving it. She was also quite confident, and you can really see that in her face, and I'm glad that she wasn't overlooked. I was actually, because I wasn't really, we're all of us are not sure what the judges were thinking. So it was like, well, the judges love Mexico. I mean, I love her. She performed very well. That's why she's my number 1. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy that she made it. Although she didn't win for the Americas because Bolivia got it, I think that was still a great recognition for Mexico. Well done to her. Number 2, Thailand. Kasama Sutrong. Thailand was my top choice from the Asia Pacific and Oceania. She just exudes that winning aura and confidence during her presentation. She looked absolutely gorgeous, and the white dress paired with her walk has created a fierce and girl boss combination on the runway. Plus, I was also dying for her hair as it bounces and moves as she walks. I mean, I was truly enjoying that moment while she's walking. That was so good to watch, and I think Thailand reminded us once again that she is a killer in the runway. But my winner and my bet to win Supra Model of the Year and hopefully get a spot in the top 24 is Slovakia. Petra Sivakova. She's my winner from the European region and also my personal choice to win Supra Model and get the automatic spot in the top 24. I think the way she performs and the way she presents that night was unbeatable. It was the strongest walk of the night that I've seen, and she delivered a flawless performance. I also love her dress because with her performance, she was able to showcase how stunning the dress is, and I was really happy last night that she was recognized because she surely deserved it. I mean, the last group that performed was Europe, and Slovakia was almost at the very end. And the moment I saw her, I knew immediately that, oh my gosh, this is the strongest performance. And I'm so happy that the judges have the same thoughts as well. I'm so happy for Slovakia. I'm so glad that she made it and she is in the running for that win. And you know that Slovakia is my personal favorites too. So that's it. These are my top 15 standouts for Supra Model of the Year from Miss Supranational 2024. I would love to know your thoughts, your comments, whether you agree with my list or not. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.